Hey everybody, Edgy Tim. Welcome back to the headquarters. And again, very busy time of the year here in late June, almost July 4th. Man, you talk about time flying. Time has definitely flown by. Again, as many as you know, I've had a busy June, a lot of family stuff coming off my son's wedding last weekend. So just a lot of fun, been busy, but a lot of fun. And obviously recruiting is heating up here in the tail end of June. FBS Power 5 camps are done. A lot of those decisions are being made, and we're even starting to see more and more FCS commitments come through. Wanted to definitely talk about Jacob Welch from Johnsburg, 2023 offensive tackle, three-star ranked by Rivals. About 24 hours ago or so, gave in-state NIU the Huskies and Thomas Hammock his verbal commitment. And I really like Jacob Welch on a lot of different levels. To me, he's got the physical tools. He's got size. He's got length. Hardworking kid, puts in a lot of effort. I know the stories have been told out there about the work ethic he had during COVID, scrambling, finding weights, trying to keep up his lifting program. And I think that made a big difference for sure. I think that gave Jacob kind of a little leg up compared to maybe some others in his class. Had a chance to see Jacob early a couple of times. I know that he came to, wow, and it seems like it was a million years ago. EFT and myself had during the no COVID fall 2020 timeframe, we had some one-off camps out in Wilmette, actually in a park district out in Wilmette, and Jacob was there. And I think I saw Jacob at a couple earlier camps as well. And I know I saw Jacob for sure with Coach Sabo out at Fist. So again, had a chance to see Jacob multiple times in person. And what's always impressed me is, number one, his work ethic. Kid just gets after it, really good attitude, just kind of a lunch pail, blue collar kind of kid that just really impresses me with his effort. I think his game has really developed. He's worked really hard on his pass pro. I think his hands have improved. He's done a lot of good things. And Jacob, again, was a kid that I think he was on the 2 deep and the 3 deep of a lot of schools, a lot of bigger schools, a lot of Power 5s. Definitely had him. I think if there was a difference, probably would have been maybe overall feet and quickness. I just don't know if it was there for that Power 5 level. But again, I really think NIU, and again, NIU does a great job recruiting, and that goes for, really starts at the top with Thomas Hammock. And what I love about NIU is they don't put out a million scholarship offers. And that goes back, honestly, to Joe Novak, when Joe Novak was running the NIU program, and Thomas was a player and then eventually came back and coached. And, that's how Joe Novak ran things. If he had 25 scholarships, he offered 25 kids, and that was it. And that is very similar to how Thomas Hammock and his NIU staff operates. They do not, none of this, we're going to offer you but not offer you, non-committable offers, all that crap. It's what I love about NIU, and they do it the right way. And trust me, the Huskies know what they're doing when it comes to recruiting. So when I talk about maybe Jacob didn't have maybe the footwork or just wasn't quite as advanced as maybe some others, it's not off by a ton. I mean, this is stuff that Jacob's going to get better at. And I guarantee you those NIU coaches, between the conditioning staff and the O-line coach and everyone else, you're going to see Jacob Welch develop into a nasty, nasty player. And again, great for NIU. The Huskies continue under Coach Hammock. They build up and they recruit their guys. And this is another thing I really admire about NIU. And Jacob saw this early on. NIU recruits these kids hard. They really do. When they target in kids, when they offer, they stay on them. And look, they're not going to put a bunch of offers out there, and they're not going to recruit kids that don't have legitimate interest in NIU. For years, NIU was looked at as a stepping stone offer. Well, okay, good. I got a good early offer from NIU, but now I'm hoping some Big Ten schools, and maybe some ways that'll always be the case. But NIU recruits and attracts and takes in and accept guys that want to be at NIU. They don't want to be the fallback school. Because when that happens, in more cases than not, those kids are going to fall out and fall away anyway. So, again, I love how NIU builds these relationships with kids. Kids show genuine interest, and Jacob definitely did. I know Jacob mentioned he had been out to NIU 5 or 6 different times for different visits. And give that NIU staff a lot of credit. They build up those relationships. They build up that loyalty, and it pays off, and it's paid off the last couple of years. Not quite as many in-state names right now for NIU than maybe we've seen in the last few years, but that's going to change. I guarantee you there's a handful more I can see over the next month or so coming towards NIU's way, and they'll continue to build up. They're doing a good job on the recruiting trail. We've got them with 9 commits so far, which is pretty solid for Max. That's a good number right now, and I'll see that probably. I can see that easily in the double digits once we get into August. So again, as far as Jacobs is concerned, as I mentioned, hard worker, physically has the tools. I mean, he's got he's got great length, big frame. Again, he is going to continue to lift, continue to get stronger, which is, again, things that I think he's going to have to do anyway. But I think as far as improvements, definitely a bit more strength. Mentioned footwork and quickness, improving that a bit. But, technically he does a really good job. And as I mentioned, he worked with Coach Sabo at Fist and continues to tweak his fundamentals and improve everything. And, again, I just think NIU does a really good job. They've done a nice job here with Jacob Welch. They get a lineman that I think will eventually work his way into the depth charts at NIU and have a shot to be a really strong contributor down the road. So, again, love the kid. Great kid. Again, talking to him and getting to know his dad a little bit. And, just a real humble, kind of quiet kid. But the more you get to know, the more Jacob definitely opens up. And, again, just always a pleasure getting to talk to him and deal with him and his family during the process. And I give Jacob a lot of credit. I think he handled things really well. I think they were very straightforward with coaches that recruited him. And, again, you can't ask for more than that. So, again, congrats to Jacob Welch. Congrats to Coach Lesniak out at Johnsburg. Again, just a terrific commitment and a terrific get for NIU. And Jacob Welch is from Johnsburg, class of 2023, a 3-star ranked offensive tackle. Heading to the Huskies. Go Huskies, NIU. Thanks, everybody.